Hello and welcome. My name is Vukile. We are looking at the major scale ruler and the modes of the major scale. Now, you can see up here I've put the ruler here, which is in terms of degrees, and this is the music alphabet. Now, this is the key here. This hash sign is a sharp. It's called sharp, and this B sign is called flat. Normally, they're put as indices, but I'm just gonna put them down here like this, just in front of the character, the degree. Okay, so on a chromatic scale, for example, you have these degrees: 1, then 1 sharp, which is a semitone above 1 sharp, or 2 flat, or flat 2. Normally they call it flat 2, which is this one here, flat 2. And then you go to 2, you move another semitone, you go to 2 sharp, or flat 3 here. And you go to the third 3. And then between 3 and 4 there is a semitone. And you move another semitone up, sharp 4 here, or flat 5. Then you go to the 5th, then sharp 5, sharp 5. That's called augmenting the 5th. Okay, augmenting it. Even the 4th, if there's a sharp, it's augmenting it. Okay, or here it's a flat 5. Sorry, flat 6. Flat 6 is the same as sharp 5. Now you go on to here, the 6th. The 6th is also called the double flat 7. As you shall see. Let's go a little bit. This one here, if you go a tone above, it's called flat 7. Flat 7. And this is the 7th. Now, the idea is when you're flatting the 7, you flat it to flat 7 first. This is a major 7, then flat 7, or minor 7. If you flat it again, you go to double flat 7. It's diminished. It's a diminished 7th. This is what gives you a diminished chord together with a flat 5 in a chord. So this double flat 7 and a double, a flat 5 with a minor 3rd and a 1 will give you a fully diminished chord. Otherwise, a minor 3rd, flat 5, and a flat 7 will just give you a half diminished chord. Okay, so much for that. We'll explain that later. But we want to explain this here. In terms of the keys, it means we go here to C sharp. Here, C sharp, or D flat. This is D sharp, or E flat. And then we go here to 4, which is F sharp, or G flat. And up here, G sharp, or A flat. And you go to A, and this gives you A sharp, A sharp, or B flat. And you go to B and then C. That's the formula of the chromatic scale. Now you can choose to take sharps only. That's what you can do here. That's the one rule of music. You can take, firstly, if there is no choice, if there is a lot of choice, you have to choose only flats, or just only sharps. Now the key of the major scale formula is this one: C. Then you're gonna have a D here, an E, F for the C major, F, G, A, B, and back to C. Now if you look at it in terms of degrees, if I can increase it in terms of degrees, we actually C major, or let's say major scale. major scale there, maybe that's a 1, the first degree, the second degree, the third degree, the fourth degree, the fifth degree, the sixth degree, the seventh degree, the 8 or a 1. Okay, you're back to 1. It's an octave. It's no octave. So this is what we have. Now I've just explained this one briefly so that we can move on to looking at the major scale modes that I started on the fretboard. Now let's go down there. Major scale modes. Now major scale modes, I've put them here so that we can see what we're doing. So I have taken the C major scale and put it there, and here's the formula for the major scale up there. Now what I've done is I've started if you start the scale of C major scale on C, you get a C Aeolian mode. These are modes. So this line here that goes up is degrees, and modes, if you wanna, the modes are going down this way. So the first mode is called Aeolian mode. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Now the second mode, and the formula for that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. And this one is acting as a ruler because you see I have left a gap here, which is a flat 2, and a gap here, a flat 3, a gap here, a flat 5, a gap here, a flat 6, a gap here, a flat 7. Okay, so that gives you the perfect ruler for the major scale. Now all scales are given their formulas in Western music based on the major scale. So we're going to use the major scale here as a ruler. That's what they mean, or that's what we mean when we say the major scale is a ruler. Okay. So the first thing that you have to know when you're dealing with music is the major scale in Western music, the major scale, and then you can derive all the other formulas from there. Okay. Some formulas are still ambiguous because people there is no agreement on which one to take and which one not to take. But it will give you the idea of what's going on there. Now let's go on to the second mode, which starts from D. If you start the major scale from D, you see if you got a D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D. Now you place them according to the intervallic spacing of the alphabet, the letters, you know. So D, E. So if you put, let's copy this formula here, man. Let's copy it. Oh, let's just copy it. Copy. We put it there. We want to create the formula for the Dorian mode. Now if you look at here, between D and E there is a tone, which is okay, 1, 2. Between E and F there's a semitone. Therefore this one falls, the F falls on a flat 3 there. So it's flat 3. Let's put flat 3 there. And if you go here, the fourth, which is A, which is we are in the key of, we are in D Dorian. G falls on 4, which is okay there. And we to the next one falls on 5. It's okay there. 5, it's still on 5. The next one, as you can see, so we are on A. Then we go to B. That falls on 6, and C falls on flat 7, which is here. Okay. As you can see from down here, there is a ruler here against it. So flat 7. So that's the formula for the Dorian mode. If you take a chord, a 7th chord, according to the tertian harmony, which you're going to explain later on, the tertian harmony, you're going to find that there is 1, flat 3, 5, flat 7. That's your chord there, your minor 7th chord. Okay, that's what you get, the first chord of the Dorian mode. And the first chord of the Aeolian mode is a major 7, which is up here, 1, 3, 5, 7. We will explain this one when we get to chords, but this was just a way of trying to go into there before we reach there. Now, if we start from the key of F, you find, let's paste this one here, key of F. From E to F, that's a semitone, so there is a flat, a B flat there. Then we go, you see G was supposed to, this is the Phrygian mode, the third mode, Phrygian mode. So this G was supposed to be here, so it's a flat third, flat 3. And the fourth, let's go Phrygian mode. A is on the fourth, is exactly there, that's fine. And B is exactly on the fifth, that's fine. We leave it like that. And C was supposed to be on the sixth, so it's a flat 6. Flat 6. And let's go to the seventh. It's D, which was supposed to be here. It's now on seventh. It's now on flat 7. Flat 7. So this is the formula for the Phrygian mode. It's 1, flat 2, flat 3, 4, 5, flat 6, flat 7, and back to 1. And the chord that you get there by the tertian harmony is 1, flat 3, 5, and flat 7. Okay, so that's the chord that you get, the tetrad, if you like. I'm using a tetrad there, a triad. You can see the triad there. The triad is 1, flat 3, 5. It's a minor triad. Okay, we shall talk about minor triads and major triads and tetrads. Now we are going to the Lydian. Now we start our major scale, a C major scale on the note of F. So we got F to G, that's a tone. G is falling on 2. G to A is falling on 3, which is fine. And then A to B, there is a gap here. That means the fourth has been moved up. Okay, because we know the rule that we should mention all the notes in the major scale when we are pronouncing a formula. We're gonna call this one a sharp 4. Sharp 4. Now if you go on, you find C is on the perfect fifth there, it's okay, and D is on the sixth, and E is on the seventh, and back to F. So this is the formula for the Lydian mode, the Lydian mode, F Lydian mode, or any Lydian mode. The formula, these formulas are generic. So any Lydian mode, we are deriving them using the C major scale, you know. And the tetrad that you're going to get there is 1, 3, 5, and 7. Okay, it's pretty much the same as this one here on the Aeolian mode. Okay, so these are the two modes that where you can get the major 7 chord. Now let's move on to the next one, which is the fifth mode, is the Mixolydian mode. Now if you look at this, we are starting from G. G to A is a tone, so it goes to 2 there. A to B, that's a tone, it goes to 3. B to C, that's a semitone, goes to 4, that's fine. And C to D, that's a tone, goes to 5, that's beautiful. And D to E, that's a tone, goes to 6. And the E to F, that's a semitone. So this seventh has been flatted. We call it flatted, not flattened, flatted. So that's a flat 7. So that's the formula for the Mixolydian mode. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, flat 7, 1. And the tetrad that you can get from there is 1, 3, 5, flat 7. 1, 3, 5, flat 7. That's a dominant chord there, a dominant tetrad, if you like. Now, we are happy with this. That's the Mixolydian mode. Now let's go on to the next mode, which is our sixth mode, the Aeolian mode, or A natural minor. Now you're going to see that measured against this scale up here, or the measuring ruler, we're going to A to B, that's a tone, so there's a 2 there. B to C, that's a semitone. So this, where are we? We're here. That's a flat 3. Okay, that's a flat 3 there. Now we go to 4. 4 is perfectly on its position, so that's fine. And the 5th is perfectly on its position, that's fine too. That's a 5 there. And the 6th has been flatted, so flat 6. Flat 6. Now let's go there. You see the 7th as well has been flatted. That's flat 7. So this is the formula for the A natural minor or the Aeolian mode. The natural minor scale or the Aeolian mode. Now the formula is 1, 2, flat 3, 4, 5, flat 6, flat 7. Back to 1. Now the tetrad you're going to get there is a minor 7, which is 1, flat 3, 5, flat 7. The 7 is up here. The 2. That's this tetrad is the first tetrad that you can get. The first tetrad, we're starting from 1. Okay, we're not harmonizing anything at the moment. Let's go to the next mode. The 7th mode is called the Locrian mode. You're starting your major scale, C major scale, on the key of on the note of B. Therefore you got B, C. Now you can see there that the 2 has been flatted. D has been flatted. It doesn't fall there, so the 3 has been flatted. Now you go the E is on the 4th, that's fine. F has been flatted. It falls there, it doesn't fall under 5. And here the 6th, G has been flatted. And you go the A has been flatted as well. Flat. So you can see that it's 1, flat 2, flat 3, 4, flat 5, flat 6, flat 7, 1. That's the formula for the Locrian mode. The Locrian mode. Now if you take a tetrad here, you get 1, flat 3, flat 5, flat 7. 1, flat 3, flat 5, flat 7. This one is a half diminished tetrad. Half diminished tetrad. Okay, half diminished. A fully diminished would have a double flat 7, like this double flat 7 here. But we will get to the scales with that. Now, a scale with 7 notes is called a heptatonic scale. Okay, heptatonic scale. We are going to explore scales which have 5 notes, the pentatonic scales. Then scales with 6 notes, hexatonic scales, and scales with 7 notes, heptatonic scales, and scales with 8 notes, octatonic scales. And then we can move on to other numbers, you know, decatonic and so forth. And we have already seen the chromatic scale with all 12 notes. Okay, so these are the formulas for the modes of the major scale. So, and these are the first chords or chords that are made, or tetrads that are made from the first degree. Thank you very much for watching this. My name is Vakile. I will meet you in the next video where we explain some more things, some more scales, some more concepts of music. Bye.